Good morning, happy Monday. Welcome to Hunky Dory TV. My name's Amy Wilkes and I'm going to be presenting the show today. And we need to raise a glass because we have got a brand new week of exclusive launches. Absolutely stunning products which you are going to love. But joining me today we've got Jess. Good morning, Jess.
Good morning.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
We were just trying to work out the answer to the question that we're going to share in a minute, which took a bit of time today, didn't it?
It was definitely a group effort, I would say.
Yes, it was, yeah. And in the demonstration corner, you've just seen her, it is Natalie. Good morning.
Everyone.
You okay?
I'm very good, thank you.
Yeah, I wouldn't have got it unless...
I hadn't have
yeah,
given that clue. Yeah, it was fun though.
it was.
But now, this is probably the first one what we actually know the answer to. I've not known the answer to them in a while, but I know the answer to this one.
Oh, I missed the cardboard box one on Friday as well.
Oh yeah, what was that?
It was the 180. Oh, no, you mic's not on.
Oh, shit.
Oh, we run the. I will watch it back because I do need to find out how much that cardboard box was worth. But we have got. Is it all right?
It is. Oh, you've muted it on the side where the on button is. Just
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Sorted.
We're back. I don't know how I do these
So
things.
we are both back now. So we have got a fabulous show for you, launching our Whopper Topper Pads. 2 exciting new designs. But before we do that, there's a couple of things we need to say. Goodie box update, over 90% of the
Wow.
stock has gone now.
That's incredible, isn't
If
it?
you're wanting to grab some, you need to be quick. Anyone who's online will have seen the amazing reviews that people have given regarding these goodie boxes. And I absolutely love it when people work out how much the content is worth,
yeah.
isn't it, in their boxes and starting to share their makes. Guaranteed to have a minimum of £80 worth of Hunky Dory products in them. So if you do want them, go onto the website and make sure you check those out. They are just £30, so you are getting over £80 worth of goodies for that price. But let's have a look at our Win It Weekly. And look at this fabulous prize. So 3 lucky winners will be in with a chance of winning our pastel ink pad mini bundle worth £38.95. So first off, you are going to get all 8 of these gorgeous sort of pretty pastel tones in your ink pads. Just perfect for this time of year, isn't it? All those spring, summer, Easter makes. You are also going to get one of our blending tools where you get 2 in the pack there, alongside another 2 packets of our blending sponges. And then you are also going to get the Prism handbook, which is going to give you lots of ideas about how you can use these ink pads. And these handbooks are invaluable. We keep them on our desk all the time. Maybe you're going to be new to inking if you win this competition and just need some new ideas of how to use them. So you will win all of that worth £38.95. All you need to do is answer the riddle. So I shine golden and brown, but I'm not a coin. Don't be confused by my mark. I'm not ticked off. I'm full of spice, but I'm neither a rack nor a cupboard. I rise, but I'm not the sun. I'm often shared. That was questionable. But I'm not a secret. What am I?
Oh, I love a riddle.
They're so good.
They are,
and I love
aren't
that
they?
one because it really did get us thinking, didn't it,
and
about
there's
it?
lots of different things it could be as well.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Because I was
Exciting.
thinking of things and then I thought, well, no, because that bit doesn't
Yeah, that doesn't work
with
bit.
that. So
No.
have a think. Such a good riddle. And we will announce the winner on Friday. So you've got this week to enter that. But let's have a look at these gorgeous Whopper Topper Pads. How gorgeous are all of those cards? Just stunning designs. So we are launching 2 brand new Whopper Topper Pads. We have got your Deco Darlings and your Razor Glass. You can see here it is Ultimate Collection number 10. You are saving £9.98 by getting this in the Ultimate Collection. See the price on there, £20 or just £18 if you are a Diamond Club member. So in the first half of the show, we're going to go through this one first of all, so you can see all the gorgeous imagery on the front there. Each pad contains 36 sheets of foiled and die cut toppers, and you can see there you've got your border strips, your sentiments. There's 3 sheets in 12 different designs.
Crazy, isn't it?
They are just gorgeous. We absolutely loved working with these because within this you've got all those sort of different colour tones in here. You've got your different sentiments, but I love it when you can sort of add your own papers to them.
Absolutely.
So it allows for that extra bit of creativity, doesn't it? Go through your stash, have a look through your designer card packs, through your duo design paper pads.
You might even have like trying to think what they are. Picture perfect pads from previous deco collections, and those patterns and textures are going to work
all
with
topper
these.
collections, isn't it? Maybe some cardstock left, or you can bring in your masks.
Yes,
are always really
absolutely.
good, matching your inks to the colours in the Whopper toppers, and also embossing folders. You can bring those in as well. So just lots of different options, and you can see that. Put my hand to the side. You can see they are good. Well, they're Whopper, aren't they? They are what they say, Whopper toppers. I love this one. The colours in there as well. But as we said, 3 sheets of each, 12 different designs, different shape toppers that you've got in here as well. Some have got more sentiments in there. You could also make them into sort of shaker cards, couldn't you? You could do all your card designs, couldn't you? Your easel cards, stepper cards.
Stepper cards look really good.
Yeah, Z-fold cards would look great as well. So you can see all the different imagery. I love the blues in that one.
It's so pretty, isn't it? They're just so rich and regal.
Yeah, and as I say, the different shape toppers as well is lovely as well. So 36 sheets. So that is... It's 36 cards, isn't it?
It's crazy,
at
isn't
least,
it? 100%,
in your
because
one
they're
pad.
massive.
Yeah, so that is your Deco Darling. So let's have a look, and you can see what people have used to put with them.
Oh, nice.
So this is from Alison. So she's used Adorable Scoreable, and then if you can see, just scored.
It's super simple, but absolutely
stunning.
stunning.
Stunning, isn't it? Just scored those lines around that cardstock. Absolutely gorgeous. I love the way you get these parts as well.
Oh, your little corner borders.
Yeah, so it sort of frames that topper, doesn't it?
Especially eating that one, especially it gives it a really nice Art Deco feel. Oh, this is lovely. Those papers are from your Deco Fairies.
Oh, yeah. So again,
another collection you can mix and match.
Definitely get out all your papers and cardstock and have a look. And I love the fact using that acetate on the front as well there. Absolutely stunning. Oh, well, look at this one.
Nice. That's very cool, isn't it?
How gorgeous is that? So using those, and I think some of these, is that from the other pad? I think it is, isn't it? The Razor Glass pad. So you can even combine the two together. Yeah, to do that. Oh, look at this one. You see, again, just adding some gems and just scoring.
Oh, that is absolutely stunning.
It's
How clever is that?
It's such a clever idea, isn't it? Just love the way they've just used your scoreboard to put those lines in. So, sort of replicate these ones, isn't it, on there?
That is lovely.
Absolutely gorgeous. They're just so different, all the cards. I think that's what I like about it. This one here.
What a great use of those corner pieces on that side panel. That gives it a really nice
good
feature.
idea, isn't it? Yeah. You could also do that with a stepper card as well, couldn't you? And then using those border strips there as well.
Has that one been decoupage too?
Yes.
See, you're getting 3 of each design, so you can do
What a good idea. If you've got a really special card to make, that is such a good idea as well, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. That one is by Gareth. This is by Lynn.
Look at this. With acetate as well.
I mean, that is
stunning.
Yeah, if you are making to sell, these are gorgeous. And these are the pre-scored and die cut steppers, aren't
they?
Yeah, because it's got the patterns on.
Yes.
So you can imagine it looks a stunning card, but actually would take minutes to do, wouldn't it?
Minutes. I didn't even think about that. I thought you would be using your essentials patterns, but no.
No, that's the actual acetate steppers
really
that we did. And then again using those corner pieces on there.
How clever.
So lovely. I love the colours in this one.
I
Alison's done this one. I love the fact the topper is slightly off the card there. And then just using different sort of strips of your cardstock, isn't it?
Different colours that are all going to coordinate.
Yeah, just picking the colours out from here, isn't it? If you've got the adorable, scoreable colours from this year, you know you're going to have colours that are going to match perfectly. This is by Dawn, using your dies as well to create those gorgeous backgrounds. They look so good with the mirror as well, don't they?
It gives it that really nice Art Deco feel as well with that die.
It's just elegant, isn't it, as well? Oh, this is by Dawn.
Beautiful.
Another card style there. But you can really try all your different card styles, can't you, with these, to see what you can make. And then lastly,
wow.
Again, that one has been cut into, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Just to create,
and
they're
really
large size cards as well, aren't they?
Huge.
As well, absolutely stunning make. So that is your Deco Darlings Whopper Topper Pad. If you do want them individually, they are $14.99. If you are a Diamond Club member, they are just £13.49. But don't forget, if you buy the Ultimate Collection, it is just £20. So you are saving almost £10.
That's crazy.
By getting, so you're paying like £5, aren't you, for the second one?
And it's mad to think that for £20 or even £18 if you're a Diamond Club member, you're getting the ability to be able to make like over 72 cards.
Yes.
Like it's
yes, 72 cards for £20.
It's like the money you're going to get back on that, the return if you make to sell.
And you can use scraps, can't you?
Yeah.
Go through your scrap box, have a look what you've got. You can see a lot of the cards I've just shown use just adorable scoreable.
And as well, like Art Deco is such like a phenomenal theme when it comes to card making, and it's something that people really like, so people buy it as well.
Yes,
so you know, like even getting 2 of these ones, it's still going to come in at that deal price. So you could get all of the Deco one twice and sell it that way, but it's so good.
Yeah, but they probably will want the other one as well.
When you see the other one, you will want it.
But what we're going to do, we're going to go over to Nat now for a demo with this one, and then when we come back, we will show the razor glass one.
So we are going to use that Deco Darlings, and we're going to use that image that we've just seen used in that card as well. Jess, can you check something for me? Can you check the code DDPP145? I just want to see if it's in stock. If not, I've got another one we can use. But we are going to do a shape card blank from scratch with this. So I've got a piece of A4 mirror, and I'm going to start by adding in my score line. So I'm going to do 1.5. Then I'm going to do 2. So that will be 3.5 is my 2 inches. Then I'm going to add 4 on. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 7.5 is my next score line. Then we're going to do 2 again, so 1. I'm just thinking if this is going to work. I think it should do. What am I doing? 2. So 1, 2, and then this bit is going to be 1.5. So that is going to be 11. So I just need to cut that down at 11. So let's trim that down, and then these bits I'm going to fold back and forwards, but these can sit out like this on our card, like so. And then what we're going to do is I am going to take my my trimmer, And I'm going to measure with a pencil about 2 notches below on here. So I'm just going to line it up with my trimmer on here. And I'm just going to mark here, and then on the bottom as well, I'll just mark there. And then what I'm going to do is turn it, and we are going to cut from that marking that we've just done all the way up to here. And I'm going to do it again on this side too. So just marking that on there, and then we've got this really nice sort of shape now, and you can even have it sort of like this way, and then it sort of stands out like this. It's completely up to you, sort of like the way you use this shape. I think we're going to do it this way. Jess, did you get any luck with that one?
Yeah, you're fine.
We in stock?
Yay.
So I was thinking, because these colours are really nice, but they also have this like quite grungy element to it. So this one's perfect. This is our Eternal Gardens and Soft Grunge, and I'm just going to take the colours that match from this grunge. So we're going to go in with this blue, and then there's also a gorgeous like green which matches really nice with this one. This is also quite nice because the pattern on here could be quite Art Deco-y depending on how you cut into it.
Yeah, that's really nice.
So I'm going to cut my my main panel here, which let's just see if we want to cut this down anymore, because that is going to fit in there. I've got my sentiment to go in. I'm just maybe going to cut it to 8 so that I know I can fit all of these pieces in. So let's trim that down to 8, and then I'm going to do blue for my main part because that is featured quite a lot in that background. So let's just trim that down 1/4 of an inch shorter. So that is going to be 3 3/4 by 7 3/4. And then I've got 2 panels which are 1 1/2. So I know I can do that at 1 1/4. And then what I like to do with these panels, because I've cut into them, is to actually mark where I want to cut the angle at. So we'll do that in a moment. And then these 2 panels need to be just under 2 inches. So they're going to be 2 and 1 3/4, sorry. So we've got 2 panels that are 1 3/4, and again, we'll stick those on and switch them around. And then let's see if I can use some of this in the background, because it would be nice to have those
really
panels
good.
on as well.
Yeah.
So this is 4 and 3 3/4. So let's do it to 3 1/4. So how many did I take off there? It was about 1/2 an inch. So if I take, I'm going to take off 1/4 from this side and then 1/4 from this side. So I've still got both of those flowers coming in. And let's just double check that that sits nice and equal on there. Might just need to take another 1/4 off, I think. So if I do 2 notches that way and 2 notches that way, and then that is going to fit on there. I might bring in some more mirri as well, just to enhance that a little bit further. Is this panel going to work? A little bit too short. This one, that should work. So I'll measure this again, and then just do 2/4. I think this one is ended up being 7 1/4, didn't it? So just 2 notches over, just to bring in that extra bit of colour onto there. So if I move all of these bits and pieces out the way now, I get my main panels. So we're going to start by adding these ones on. Now I like to do them all individually and mark them all individually as well. So I'm just going to go to the very bottom of my marking there, and then I'm just going to like use my pencil just to line across this like that. So that's one of them done. I'm going to do the same again with this.
It's nice to see this actually though, because it always puts me off a bit cutting it at an
it's
angle.
my least favourite
Yeah,
job,
because obviously
honestly.
I can't work out how I'm going to get the angle right. So
I
it's
always
really, yeah.
I always find this the easiest way to do it. So that one's there. And then we'll bring this one in. And again, remember to butt it up to the bottom. We're just going to get that angle on there.
It's Kat, isn't it, that's really good at
Oh, Kat's so good at
working it all out. Yes, yeah.
Jane is incredible when it comes to things like this, but I just can't.
Like construction and measurement, she's fantastic.
Doing like
she?
shaped things. It's crazy. So I've got those on there, and then I'm just going to take my trimmer, trim through all of them. And then I know I need to take like 2 notches off the bottom then, but sometimes I like to just lie it on it again and just make a mark of where that needs to be, because sometimes by eye is better than sort of like actually working it out. And if you do it by eye on like one of them, then you're bound to get the other ones right as well. So let's just trim that. And then if I bring this in and just place it on the top so that the edges now all match, and then you can just mark it on there. And then what I'll do is if I just measure this, it's just at that quarter over. So now I know that I can do all of these now
At that same one.
yeah. And they should all, theoretically, they should all line up. So that is how I do my measurements for anything that's sort of like shaped in that way. Just find it easier to do it that way. So let's bring in our other panels and we'll get all of this stuck down. I'm going to use a mixture of like foam pads and tape for especially this back panel. So that is going to fit on here. Just making sure that my edges are all nice and neat. And then we're going to put this one on with the flowers facing, because we do have those golds and those creams sort of brought in that we see in the artwork. So that's going to fit really nicely. And then I'm going to stick these ones all on flat. So I can make sure that I've got tape on all of those. And then we can go ahead and pop these on now. So again, just do it one at a time and take your time, because if you sort of rush and then you get sort of them not stuck where you want them to be, and then you can't really come back from it. So make sure you're taking your time, you're making sure that all of that is lovely and straight on there.
It's a really good idea as well, isn't it, to do your card shape from Miri, because then you've already got your first mat and layer then, haven't you?
That's my favourite. That's the main reason why I did use the Miri actually, is because it saves you a lot of time when you are thinking about the rest of the results and sort of making up these other cards. So this is going to fit on with foam pads, so it's just going to rise it off the back. I don't think I've got any white strips. I'm going to go in with these black ones, but we're not going to see this anyway, so it's not a problem. So let's just trim this down a little bit.
But when you get these home, definitely just get out all your paper pads, your cardstock, and just, that's what I like to do, and then just sort of plan what you're going to use with each of the toppers.
And with all the duo design pads as well, there's so many different combinations and images that you will definitely be able to find something that works with everything you've got in there. So that is going to sit on here. I'm going to put my topper on here as well. Now my topper is just at the edges of this card, so you kind of want to be a little bit careful. So I am going to try and raise it up like twice, so we'll double up the foam pads on this one. We need to get some 4mm, I think. I've used all of my stash up, so we'll just trim that again. So you've got your 4mm on there. Pop that into the top centre bit here, because of course we've got our sentiment to go on this section as well. This one says, to a treasured friend on your birthday. Such a lovely sentiment. And I'm going to just put that down with 1 mil foam pads, and that's going to obviously show the difference in height against that topper. So that can go there. Be really careful to make sure that that fits. I probably wanted to stick that a bit higher up. There we go, that's better. And then we've got all of these other elements that we can use. So I've got my corner pieces, which I'm going to place on the edges of my card. So I'm going to hope that I can pop all of them along the bottom edges of here. So I can definitely get those used. And then also we've got border strips, and they come in super handy as well with like Art Deco collections like this. So I'm going to try and use both of them.
Thing
So
is, they can go a
let's see.
really long way, can't they? Because obviously you don't need to put them behind your topper, do you?
No.
To make sure you sort of cut into
So
them.
I think if I'm going to be really fair, let's just put that in half. And then what I'm going to do is just trim it at that point. And then I'm going to make sure that my angle that I cut this at is kind of like the same angle as this, so that that's going to sit on there, and then we'll just trim that top again so it fits on there really nicely as well. So let's go in with my tape runner and stick these bits down, just making sure I've got that nice sort of edge of the cardstock, the paper that you can still see as well. But this, especially with like Art Deco patterns, these corner pieces are kind of invaluable because they're a really easy way of bringing in that Art Deco feel, but
Yes,
without
yeah.
having to like do any like crazy maths. It's just the shapes and the patterns of them are perfect for this style of collection.
I mean, what you could do as well, if you go onto our website, have a look, just put in deco, you know, Art Deco.
Oh yeah,
and
there'll be
it'll come
loads
up
of
with
stuff
other
that comes
collections
up.
that we've got, and you'll see different card shapes.
Yep.
That people have done, because I think sometimes Art Deco does have
It just have a style,
doesn't it? Yeah.
And it's a beautiful sort of style, so it is really pretty. I can't stick things down straight this morning. Right, one more on here. I just need to cut the end of this one as well. So again, I'm just going to trim it so it goes that way. And then we can just place that just on the edge here. I'm going to turn these pieces over, and then if you want to go really, really like fancy with your Art Deco, the last thing I'm going to do is bring in these. These are our mini flowers.
Oh, I need to get some of these.
And these work really nicely with your Art Deco collection. So what I'm going to do with these ones is place them like on, place them on this section just to add that little extra touch. I want to make sure, let's put it that way. And then I'll just come back up here to fill in this little space.
I love the fact that they come in those strips as well.
They're
So
so
perfect
handy
for doing
to like
borders,
just
aren't
like
they?
tear off as well.
Yeah.
You don't have to be super precise, and then you can pop all the excess back onto there to use for like another.
Even if you just cut
Another
them
card.
into threes, isn't it? You know, just to put you 3 gems on.
Yeah.
At least because
They
they're
just
attached, you
work
know
so
you've
well.
got them in that line.
Keep sticking to my hands. So again, just going all the way up here. And we need one more. Let me stick this one on there, and then with these extra ones, I might just come in and add them like onto the end of here, just to bring in that little
That
extra
was gorgeous, yeah.
pizzazz that you need in Art Deco collections. Really, it is a collection where you can go all out and
isn't
add
it? Yeah.
so much stuff. So then that, I just need to add a little bit of tape up here because that is sticking up. And then there you go.
That is stunning. And how well do those papers work?
I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
together.
It's like a perfect match.
Absolutely stunning. So you are going to be able to create different card shapes, aren't you? Bring out all your papers. Thank you.
You're
Love that one.
welcome.
Lots of love for that on the chat as well. Beautiful card, said Kim. Those flowers really give it that extra fancy, and I think
They
that's
do,
right,
don't they?
isn't it? Yeah. Have you got the code for those in case people want to check on the
They
website?
are Gem 254.
Gem 254. So if you want to check out those flower gems, you can have a look on the website as well. Moving on now to the other Whopper Topper Pad in this collection, and this is your Raise a Glass. So again, 36 sheets, foiled and die cut all ready for you. 3 sheets in 12 designs.
I do like
I
this one.
love this one.
It's very fun.
And you can see just the size of them, isn't it? You can just do any size card with them. So any music lovers that this is going to be perfect for. And then you've got your sort of your classic drinks, bottles and glasses there. Again, you're getting the border strips and the sentiments with these. And then some of them have got these corners, which you saw Natalie use really well in that first demonstration. You can see there. You're aged to perfection. So lovely sentiments that go with these as well. Make sure we get into the next one. I love this one. I think darts has become really popular lately, hasn't it?
It definitely has.
Yeah. And
This one is super
this
fun.
one, to the man, the myth, the legend, and then bullseye, it's your birthday.
Nice.
So this is going to cover all those sort of mail cards as well, isn't it? Although we know we can send them to anyone, but you've got your sort of your poker, your card games on there. I love the fact that some of the toppers go the other way as well, don't they? So you can make your different style cards. Then you've got your chess pieces and your dominoes there. That's what they're called, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dominoes, yeah. You know when you say it, you think, and that sentiment says, wishing you a day full of fun and laughter.
Cute. There's lots of different of the old school games on there, which I quite like.
Yes, yeah. And then again, you've got the cheers, raising a glass to you. I love this one as well. Relax and unwind. So this might be for retirement as well. But you've got birthdays covered in here. That could be a congratulations, thinking of you. I think that was the topper that was used with the Art Deco one as well, isn't it? So you can mix and match across the two as well.
They're going to work really nicely together, those two.
Have barrels of fun. Again, look at the size of that topper. You could even put your sentiment onto the topper, couldn't you? Sort of along here somewhere. All those border strips that you've got. So within here, you've got your 12 different designs. There. Hope your day is stacked with fun. Burger, beer and fries. Perfect birthday card. So raise a glass, your Whopper Topper Pad. Don't forget, if you want them individually, they are $14.99 or $13.49 if you are a Diamond Club member. But the Ultimate Collection, you are getting both of them for just £20. So that is definitely, if you like both of them, make sure you get the Ultimate Collection. We have also got previous Whopper Toppers. So we had Ultimate Collection 10. So we know there are lots of other Whopper Topper Pads here. So any 3 for 2. I was going to say, because mine says 2
I think
for 20.
it's 2 for 20, isn't it?
Yes.
Change that
Ignore
one.
that bit. So it is 2 for 20. So can you mix and match with the new ones? Yeah. So you can even mix and match with the new ones. So like Natalie said earlier, if you want 2 of the same, isn't it? You can do that. So we've got here, we'll just show you some of them. You've got your steampunk. And you can see how well those papers that Natalie used earlier would work with these ones as well. All the different themes in here. These are perfect as well if you are making to sell. You know, when somebody asks you if you've got a particular theme, all of these are going to cover so many different themes and occasions. So this one is your steampunk. Again, 36 sheets within here. Look at that one.
That
See,
one's
that would,
nice,
would
isn't
work
it?
lovely with the, you know, the animal print embossing folders that we
Yes.
do. Maybe with some orange adorable scoreball. So again, just using up things that you've already got. Using new products with what you've already got, is what we love. So 12 different designs in that one. That is your Wild World of Steampunk. And then next up we have got Britain's Favourite Birds. So this is going to be so useful to have, isn't it? Again, that gorgeous swan there with those corner frames there. I mean, this one would be perfect for making notelets,
Yes.
wouldn't it, into a set or maybe a gift box. Thinking of the colours that you could use here, really bringing out the blues and the greens. And that one. Oh, look at him. And then you could do a really sort of striking background with that one, with your oranges and your blues. A range of different size toppers, but all of them are going to really be the focal point of your cards, aren't they? Oh, I mean, that one could be, there's a congratulations on your anniversary there.
Nice.
So you can see they're definitely going to cover lots of different occasions. Just stunning. And the colours in here, they're almost like watercolour, aren't they, as well? But definitely,
super pretty.
definitely have a look at the Whopper Topper Pads on our website. Any two for £20, so you can mix and match, including the 2 new ones that we've launched today, or maybe you just want 2 of the same if you know that is a sort of a theme or a topic that you use most often. We also have, which I think is going to work perfectly with these, but then with absolutely everything we do.
You own.
The Essential Big Book of the Alphabet, which you know we launched. When did we launch the original? This year.
It was like 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, so we originally released it in Adorable Scoreable. This is your Miri edition. So you can see all of these are foiled die cut alphabet letters. You can see there you're getting 1,050 die cut letters.
Crazy,
and you can
isn't
see
it?
as well the amount of each letter you get. Sometimes you will buy, it's usually like stickers where you get like 1A. And you think, well, I've got a name that's got 2 A's in it.
Yeah.
So you can't do that. Whereas with this one, you have got duplicates of what we feel is going to be a really
all
most
those vowels
popular
that you're
letters,
going to use
isn't it?
again, or your S's and your T's.
And you can see they are such a good size as
They
well.
are.
So
They're
they can
really
be
substantial as like
they can be
big
the
toppers.
focal point as well, can't they? They're 220 GSM, so they're sturdy, aren't they? So you can put them on with your foam pads. You can add them onto acetate.
You can use them alongside the original one as well and create like shadows. That looks really good.
That looks lovely as well, yeah. I love the fact with these, you can personalise anything that you make, can't you? With names, maybe a sentiment that you haven't got. So I used these with the razor glass one and wrote cheers down the side of the card. So again, and you get the ands as well. So if you want to do
an anniversary card,
yeah,
it would work
wedding
really
cards,
nicely, wouldn't it? You've
got those as well. But you can see your gold and your silver Miri, 40 sheets in total in there. You are getting 1,050 die cut letters there.
That's crazy.
Just $14.99 or $13.49 if you are a Diamond Club member. And I always say one of the nicest things about making cards is that you can personalise them, isn't it? You won't find these cards anywhere else. So definitely, while it's in stock, make sure you get your hands on this Essential Big Book of the Alphabet, the Miri edition. So let's just have a look at some of the cards that have been made with the Raise a Glass Whopper Topper Pad.
This is nice.
So here, I love that front, isn't it? Just
very nice.
Cutting into that. Just so many. Oh, look at this one done with onto the acetate there.
Nice.
And then sort of duplicating those images inside as well. This one using our adorable scoreboard foiled stepper cards. Again, really quick cards, but how
Yeah.
effective does that look with that foiling?
And I wouldn't even thought
there.
that because they were for your pocket pads, which are so small, they would
Yes.
actually work with your
Whopper toppers.
but they do. It's really, really clever.
Absolutely stunning. Love the colours in this one. That's
This
sort of
is
that
nice.
dark green, isn't it?
Really beautiful.
And
that
again,
one.
I love the fact how the use of those border strips as
know,
well,
they're
isn't
clever.
it? Such a clever idea there. This one here, the background,
Nice. This one's very
you
fun.
can see it's been scored there. So just taking some of those other colours from there, isn't it? And just using your adorable scoreboard, your designer card packs as well with these. Oh, this is a cute shape one, isn't it? Look at this one.
Nice. This is clever.
Such a nice way of using them.
That's cool, that one.
Gorgeous. And then the last one, again, picking out the pattern and the colours from there.
Love that paper.
I love that these have been put into the background, isn't
Yeah.
it?
That's
Absolutely
really cool.
stunning. And where that sentiment is there as well. So again, lots of different ideas of how you can use these Whopper Topper Pads. So I think we need to go over for another demo.
We're going to use the burgers and chips. I love this one. It's really, really fun. And we're going to do like, we're going to cut into our topper this time to make it a bit different. So I do have 2 of the toppers. This time I've chosen to use our cottage wallpaper and gingham tablecloth. Now, I was originally looking for like a red colour, and there was this one in the design, but I actually thought it might be quite nice to bring in another colour that is featured in this. So I've gone for the green, but I've kept the gingham as well. So we're going to use that. I've got some Miri, I've got some of the burgundy adorable scorable, because this matches really nicely with those reds. And then I've also got some of the gorgeous Starfall acetate. So I'm going to bring that in too, just to make a really nice shape. So I'm going to start off by cutting my Miri. We're going to do a 7x7, but I'm actually going to make my card blank from my Miri and my adorable my acetate. So I'm going to do the back 7x7. This panel is going to be 7 1/4, and then I'm going to follow that again, and I'm going to have this at 6 1/2.
Lots of love for the alphabet, Big Book of
I'm not
Alphabet Miri
surprised. We
edition.
absolutely love
Karen
it.
said she's got a grandson with 3 E's in his name,
Yes.
so it's always difficult to do that.
We have odd spelt names in our family, so
Yes, yeah.
it's nice to be able to, you know, personalise things for people that you don't necessarily, you can't find those personalised elements for.
Yeah, I don't
So-
think either of my girls, you can, you know, when you go into like a souvenir shop and
And
they
you
have
can buy
like,
it.
yeah, purses, hairbrushes, water bottles with names on, you can never,
Never find it.
yeah.
So I've cut my acetate to 7x8, and we're going to score that at 7 to make my card front. And then we can put this together. So I'm going to use my red liner tape, always essential when you are sticking acetate onto anything. So I can just go in on the reverse of that. Oh no, no, that wasn't right. It was supposed to be on that side because I'm going to fold it over. So let's just stick that onto there. Make sure we've got a really nice full coverage using that bigger piece, and then I'm going to fold this and score it to make sure that it is nice and scored on that bit. This is then going to fit onto our Miri, so you want to make sure that that is properly butted up to those edges and nice and in line with that Miri there as well. So that is going to sit. I'm not sure whether I should do a tent fold or I might do tent fold actually. I can never decide when it comes to doing acetate cards, but I think we're going to do a tent fold. So then we're going to encapsulate that Miri a little bit more, keep it extra secure by layering up our adorable scorable onto here. So that is going to go on there, and then our paper pad is going to fit directly on top of here.
Those colours just
Like
match
so.
perfectly, don't they, with that?
So that
top?
is our card blank made and ready to go. So my first image I'm going to stick to the back of my card. And how I'm going to do that is by using my tape runner, and I'm just going to go around the edges of here, and I'm also going to go in to the space. So going on top, because we are going to layer up onto this, and then I'm going to go on that bit there, and then I can bring this in and I can work out the placement based on my background really. So if you were going to keep it sort of there quite level and then just stick this straight onto there, and then that is going to sort of give that background, bring that background back in, but you're also going to be able to see the stars on top of it. So then with my second image, we're going to do some fussy cutting. So I have already started some of this. So you're just going to go around the outside of that frame. So all the way around here. And then you're going to go around the main images up here. So just getting our scissors into this bit.
I'd never have thought of using two and sort of fussy cut them, but I think because
it's
you
such
get
a good
three
idea.
of each, yeah.
And then we can pop this out. I did some of the fussy cutting a little bit earlier, so you didn't have to sit and watch me do it for too long. But now you get this gorgeous like see-through image design. It looks so cool. And then we can just go in with our strip foam pads on the outside.
And each sheet is 300 GSM as well, isn't it? So it's going to be perfect for...
It's going to be strong enough to do things like this. So just make sure we've got full coverage on the whole of that. The outside of this one. Let's trim that down. Oh, I'm going to just go in on here with this one. And then let's go in with some chunkier foam pads on here as well. And you could use 4mm foam pads for this if you wanted to. That's going to give you a lot of height and dimension off your acetate, but we're just going to go in with these pieces.
You could also turn that into a shaker, couldn't you?
Yes, that would look really cute actually. I didn't think about that, but that would look really good. So let's just line that up now with the Whopper Topper that's underneath, and then you're going to get that sort of really nice decoupage look, but you've got those stars in the background now, which you didn't have before. So let's go in with our sentiment. I'm probably going to put this on the inside. I'm going to use both my border strips down one of the sides of my card, the side of my card here, and then we're going to go in and personalize this with our alphabet as well, because we have it. It's so handy to have around, so we've just got to bring that in. So I'm going to open this out and I'm going to go in with my tape runner again. I'm just going to place these strips down the edge of here, and then I can just use my scissors just to lift that up and trim that down. Same again with this one, which has your happy birthday on it. So I'm going to just put that one, let's go this way again, on the side. I've definitely not stuck that right, I can tell because it's wonky on the... So we're just going to follow the wonk so it looks okay. So that's going to go on there. My sentiment, I'm going to actually pop on the inside, I think, because I don't think I'll have enough space. I can see if I'll have enough space, because I'm just going to do... Let's do my sentiment so it just fits over there. Or do I want that to go on the top? Let's see, I'm going to go with Ben for my sentiment. So I'm just going to bring out the rest of my letters. So I need my B and I need an E. I love how many E's you get.
Yeah.
It's so good. So you can just pop them out. You can use a craft knife if you'd like to, but they are really, really easy to like pop away from there. And then you can obviously just remove the extra bits. Like so. I'm just going to take my craft knife in this one. And then any sort of like little pips that you want to remove, you can do. And then again, I'm going to use my strip foam pads just to pop these on. Now with these ones, I'm just going to try and be as neat as possible, because you are going to be able to see this on the other side of your acetate. If you wanted to hide your workings though, and you did have a number of these alphabet books, you could obviously use another of each letter on the inside to hide the workings of your foam pads. But I always think if it's really neat the way that you pop these on.
And it's not going to be on show when the card's on display,
No,
is it? It's only when you open it.
It's only when you open it, so.
And I think with this one, you'd write the sort of your message on the reverse, wouldn't you, as well?
Yeah, so you would do. So it's not going to sort of hinder anything in that way. So let's do that there. And then my words can go in this little gap, so you can still read that birthday wishes. And we're just going to have that coming down the bottom here. Now I don't know if I've got any, but our stud gemstones would work really nice with this.
I think there might only be silver in there, isn't there?
I think so. So let's pop that on there, and then this I can then add with my foam pads as well, so we can double up.
Those are...
Yes, those ones.
Those ones?
Yeah.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you.
Raiding more goodies from here.
Always. So let's just pop that on with our foam pad, so it just sits under there. I'm just going to give that a little bit of tape underneath, just so it sticks down and doesn't come up. And then I suppose I should be able to get another piece on here actually. So let me just, because I doubled up those foam pads, so that'll be better. Be able to sit on there like that, and then we can just use these gorgeous like studs. I love using these on like male themed cards. They're really, really good. And we're going to pop them on here. Just going to line them up in this little space that I've got underneath this sentiment here. And I've gone with the 3. The rule of 3.
Yeah.
And then there you go. So you've got that tiny touch of decoupage there. Obviously that gorgeous like acetate comes through, but if you wanted to make that more prominent as well, you could stick the second layer onto the back here, so that it like fully looks like it's acetate. There you go.
That is gorgeous. Absolutely love it. And you can see, I wouldn't necessarily have thought using star acetate with it to start with. So it really is trialing things, because it does work so well together, doesn't it?
And patterns, it can sometimes come off quite nicely.
Yes, yeah. And that was start to finish as well, wasn't it? So those are the types of cards that you can be making in a relatively short space of time, but just gorgeous. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Win It Weekly reminder, so you can be in with a chance of winning at pastel ink pad mini bundles. So you are getting all 8 of these gorgeous ink pads in those pretty pastel shades, perfect for your spring and summer makes there. Love all the colours in those. You are also going to get a packet of our 2 blending tools with 6 sponges, but then you are also going to get another 2 packets of your blending sponges. So that is 20. You are going to get 30 sponges in total within this prize as well. And lastly, you are also going to get the Prism Crafting Handbook. Lots and lots of different ideas and ways that you are going to be able to use your Prism ink pads. Perfect if you're just new to inking, or maybe just want to try out some new techniques. So definitely enter this. All you need to do is like, share and comment the answer to the following riddle. I shine golden and brown, but I'm not a coin. Don't be confused by my mark, I'm not ticked off. I'm full of spice, but I'm neither a rack or a cupboard. I rise, but I'm not the sun. I'm often shared, but I'm not a secret. What am I? Make sure you like, share and comment. I have seen some answers already. So make sure you enter for your chance to win those fabulous prizes. On Friday, we will announce the winner. So what we wanted to do now is just to go through some of the products that are going to work really, really well with your Whopper Topper pads. So first up, we have the Essential Selection Paper Pads Collection. This is collection 1. You are getting all 4 of these A5 paper pads. £18 or £16.20 if you are a Diamond Club member. I use these
All the time.
all the time. To the point where people even comment now when I'm doing the demo in here. You're going to use the essential papers? Probably, yes, because I do use them all the time. So these are the options that you get within this. First of all, you get your craft. Let's put them down. So these are A5 pads, and you can see how well are these going to work.
I know.
But particularly with that razor glass.
Yeah, because it has quite a nice, like, shabby feel to it, doesn't it?
And how 3D do these look? I never know how we achieve.
I know, it's crazy.
Flat paper to make it look 3D. But all of your different craft papers in here. And what's lovely about this craft card is usually quite thick, isn't it?
Yes.
But this is your paper quality. So especially if you are posting your cards, your weight of the cards is going to be perfect with this. So let me just double check. You are getting 48 papers in each one, 120 GSM. So that is your craft. You've then got your watercolour, another essential which is going to work so well. You could just pick out the colours, couldn't you? Like the Art Deco ones, that top of the first topper you did
topper I used
would work perfectly with these as well. Just essentials to have, to be able to use with everything. Again, that green would have worked lovely with that first demo as well. So that one there, again, 48 sheets is your watercolour, and you can see on the front there all of those different colours that you are going to get within there. Next up, we have the rainbow. Let me open this one. Look at the colours in here. That is one of my favourite pages ever. Got all the sort of the glitter effect in here as well. And depending, if you don't need to use the whole page, depending on sort of the colours you want, you can pick and choose where you cut. You can cut into these as well. Create that path. Look at all the colours in there. So going to work so well with so many of your toppers that you've got. So this one is your rainbow, all those bright colours within there. And then lastly, we have got the check, which again is going to work perfectly with the, especially that razor glass one, isn't it? And I love how you've got all the different pattern checks and the different colours in here. So that one, you've got your more sort of pastel tones there. Then you've got your real bright greens and your pinks and purples there. So again, you'll see how well these are going to work with those Whopper Topper Pads. I think, especially as you buy them, you can get all 4 in that collection for £18. Really is going to build up your stash of papers to work with these. So that is your Essential Selection Paper Pads, £18 for the collection. They are available individually as well. £7.99 each, or 2 for £10. So it might be that there's one in there that you know you're going to use all the time. You might want to double up on those ones. So again, check out the website, £7.99 each, or 2 for £10. But if you do buy the collection for £18, you are saving £13.98 by doing that. 96, 98. Oh, that says 96, this says 98. We'll say 97, about. You'll save lots of money.
We'll meet in the middle.
Yeah, you'll save lots. So those are your Essential Selection Paper Pads. We've also got, I mean, these should also be called Essential. your Duo Design paper pads. So with the essential papers, they are uncoated.
They are.
So you can use your ink to them. Whereas the Duo Design paper pads, you are getting 48 pages, and all of these are double-sided as well. So you will see, let me show this one as an example. This one is your stained glass florals and cracked glass. So those patterns on the front there, and then if you turn it over, you will see you also get
so pretty.
all of those. I think those would work really nice with that deco range as well, wouldn't it? You've got your sketched stripes and your delightful dots. So again, any 3 for 2 at the moment, $11.99 each, but they are on a 3 for 2. Your Natural Planet and Gorgeous Grunge, you can see. So definitely, if you've got Whopper Topper Pads, have a look on our website. Have a look at the selection of Duo Design paper pads that we've got, and think about which ones would work best, isn't it, with your collections. And then this one is your Golden Melodies and your handwritten scripts. Always a really useful one to have, isn't it, the scripts. But check out our website. Is there more than that on the website, Jess? Yeah, there's more on the website, so make sure you have a look. Just put in Duo Design Pads in the search and make sure you have a look at all of those. And we can see here a couple of examples of how
that's nice.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? The Whopper Topper Pads have been used with the essential papers. You can see that check in the background there. Oh, this works really well as well. Dawn has used that craft one. Perfect colours, isn't it, with that? And then this one, using that check again at the bottom. I do find the check one really useful to have. Yeah. And again, that check one, bringing those pinks and purples in with that image as well. So you can see how versatile they are and how different they will make your cards look depending on the cardstock that you are using and papers. We've also got some more designs to show you, because I think it's really important that you see all of these different ones. So this one here, if I can show, it's hard to see that. The background there is a, oh, there we go. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So that is using the Duo Design paper pads there. Doing that sort of twisted easel card. This one, using those spots there on the side. So you can see whichever one you get is going to work brilliantly with these as well. Like this one, it's like a stepper.
Oh yeah.
And an easel in
at
one.
the same time. That's clever, isn't it?
Really good idea, that one is. Just bringing in all of those different.
Oh, look at that. That's a showstopper.
Definitely. And again, it shows you the different sort of card shapes that you can use with these as well, doesn't it? Make sure I got it the right way. This one as well, those papers in the background. But definitely stock up on these. You will see just how well they coordinate with them. Oh, I like this one. They've been... Oh, there we go.
Oh, cute.
Oh, that's a really nice style, isn't it? So let me hold it forward so that you can see it there. But then if you turn it to the side, see how they've done it?
Nice. That's very
really clever idea. I really like that. Bullseye, it's your birthday. And then lastly, I knew that one would work really well with it. Look at that.
So pretty, isn't it?
Absolutely stunning cards. There we did Duo Design paper pads. Is that everything? Yeah. I think I've done
We're
everything.
ready.
We're ready.
Okay, we're mixing and matching this time.
Oh, yes.
So I've chosen these two images from both of them. And we're going to do a stepper card. So we're going to do a 6x8 stepper. And I'm going to use a mix of the Gilded Inks and Glitteresque, because this has beautiful glitters on and she's got a really glittery dress. And then because of the black and white, I'm going to go with this check from our Essential Papers. So I want to make this panel just 2 notches below the 5, 2 notches below the 7. And then I need a panel which is 2 notches below the 1 inch. Make sure that that's straight. And then that should be the right in height. And then I'm going to mat and layer these onto some gold. So I've got 5x7 and a 1x5 inch mat and layer for my mirror here. So that is going to go onto here. And this is going to stick on this bit. Then to bring in the glitz and the glam, I'm going to mat and layer this onto some glitter-esque, which I'm then also going to mat and layer onto some gold mirror. So this is 8x6, or it might be a bit smaller actually. I think I did it a little bit smaller. Yeah, it's a quarter shorter than the 8x6. And then these panels are a quarter shorter as well. So it will be 7 3/4. This is 7 3/2 by 5 3/4. And then your glitter is your 5 1/2.
I feel like an 8x6 is becoming a really popular
It's just
card
like
size,
a
isn't it?
nice big card, but also quite slimming at the same time. So it gives you that really nice illusion.
Yeah, because a lot of the toppers are longer on, you know,
You've got arches, you've got other sizes. So that's going to fit on there. This is going to fit on here. And then we're going to make a stepper card from our 10-fold card blank and a little bit of spare Ink Me. So I've got my 10-fold card blank and I've got a piece of Ink Me. This is 6x5 and I've scored it at 2 and then at 4, and that is going to give me a really nice like step for my card. So what we can do is just stick it to the front of our card, and you can use red liner tape because you're sticking it and like wedging something else in. I often just use my tape runner because you're going to get the extra sort of strength from the rest of the panels that you're going to stick in. So we can then stick, oh, I didn't want to go right to the edge because I've got a little bit of a gap here. So I'm bringing in some more of the white because there's a lot of like white elements in the suit and obviously in the background here. So I did make this a little bit shorter so that I would just have that white edge when we close this up. And then the same on this one. I'm going to add my tape to the right side this time. And that is going to fit on here. So giving you all of those really nice mats and layers and bringing everything together. And then let's grab our toppers. So I'm going to place this one in the center. We obviously have these beautiful corner pieces as well that we can bring in to add to that Art Deco feel again. Then I've got my sentiment which says, with love to the happy couple. Now I'm thinking I might pop this across here, and then with the other topper we're going to bring in, I've actually fussy cut the design out.
Oh, nice.
So that is going to sit on there and be like an element on my stepper.
The colours match perfectly, don't
It's
they?
so
those
nice,
two.
isn't it? I'm trying to think whether I could have that across my design. Or maybe we go with, because I want to keep that central. There we go. Maybe I need to go the other way so that I can read that sentiment. We've also got sentiments on this one as well. There's Time to Celebrate in Style, which I think works perfectly with this. There's also the congratulations, best wishes. You've got your border strips as well, which you could use on this one. I think let's switch out that one and let's go Time to Celebrate in Style. Let's see if we can put both of those on the bottom because it's too nice to hide that image. It is such a gorgeous design. I'm just going to stick my tape runner onto these gorgeous corner pieces. I love using these when you get them because they just
They're like the
fit
finishing
so
touches,
well.
aren't they, as well? Yeah.
They're so, so nice to fit onto here. And then this is going to be, oh, I've got some strips. I can do 4mm strips. Let's do this on here. So that's really going to stand off. Just pull all the backing off there.
Still can't believe for £20
I know,
you're
it's
getting
crazy, isn't it?
72 of these large toppers.
And because
That
they're
is
large
72
toppers,
cards.
you're going to make large cards with
Yes,
them.
yeah.
Like, they do fit on smaller cards. You've seen lots of examples of different sizes cards from the design team, but they're going to be big cards. So when you do make to sell, you're easily going to be making your money back on these cards.
Yeah, and if you really haven't got patterned papers or cardstock that matches,
Yeah.
you saw loads of examples earlier where people had used adorable
Adorable
scoreable,
scoreable
plain
works
adorable scoreable,
perfectly. Yeah.
borders on there and strips using your scoreboard, and they are going to work really well as well.
I think I'm going to use this border strip just across the middle. I could have put this in before I stuck that down, but I'm just going to add it in afterwards just to tie in that Art Deco again. And all of those patterns and the textures that we've got from here. Making sure that I stick that quite central. And then let's go in with our elements. So I'm going to stick this bit down with, I'm probably going to go with 2mm foam pads. I can stick most of this bottom section down so I know that it's going to work with these really large foam pads I've got. So let's just stick that on there. And then this, I can do a mixture of 2mm foam pads and the 1mm foam pads. So let's just grab that 2mm and place that across there. I'm going to add a little bit of this foam pad onto there. Make sure that we're not going to be able to see those. And we can just add this sentiment from that matching design across the bottom here. And then let's go in with those flower gems again, because these work so good on here. And I'm just going to go in and add these. I'm going to do 3 up there, and then let's do, I don't know where to do if I should do any other ones actually. There's not that much space. No, I think I'm going to leave it. I'm just going to put 3 there on the top of that sentiment, because it'll be too much if I put it in the background. But there you go. So you can mix and match 2 of those designs together.
There's no way
others you can put together as well.
There's no way you'd think those 2 have come from 2 different pads
and totally different themes as well.
Yes,
like
yeah.
in the pads.
But you
yeah,
can see the
work really nice
colours
together.
work perfectly. So if you do want to get hold of both those, just a really quick reminder, your Whopper Topper Pads Ultimate Collection 10, you're getting Razor Glass and Deco Darlings. You've just seen how well you can use them together. So definitely get them both, £20 or £18 if you are a Diamond Club member, saving almost £10 by getting them together. Thank you.
You're
Loved
very
all of
welcome.
those. Brilliant. Amy said, gorgeous card, really classy. I think that's what they are.
It definitely is,
yeah.
isn't it? Art
You are
Deco is always
elegant
classy.
as well, yeah. So you're definitely going to be able to make some stunning cards with those. TV schedule. Tomorrow I am at Hobby Maker. Join me from 3 p.m. with For the Love of Masks, layering background patterns.
Don't miss Amy's show. They are going to be so good, those
gorgeous.
demos.
I had such a, I think it was Thursday, such
Yeah.
a lovely day. I spent the whole morning just creating backgrounds, and then I spent the afternoon sort of turning those backgrounds into cards. So definitely tune in for that 3 p.m. 5 p.m. I've got back in stock Moonstone dies, and then at 8 p.m. another look at the goodie boxes. And then next up here on Hunky Dory TV, elevate your card making with the stylish zipped up collection. You will not want to miss this. If anyone saw Cat at Hobby Maker yesterday, it was so popular. You will love it. So Anne-Marie and Stacey will be here tomorrow.
I thought it was me and Stacey. Is it not me and Stacey?
I don't know.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter if it's
Tune
not.
in. Is it definitely Stacey demoing?
It's definitely Stacey
demoing. So tune in to see who will be presenting. Thank you so much for joining us today. We hope you've enjoyed the show. Have a lovely day, and we'll see you all here bright and early at 10 a.m. tomorrow.